Hello, my name is Sarah Chalkley. I am in class Business 604, Fundamentals of Business, i002 for winter 2023 under Dr. Wu. This is the week 4 assignment for the PowerPoint. It is labeled Sensitivity Analysis, a tool for capital budgeting. Going into slide 1 called What is Sensitivity Analysis? So sensitivity analysis, also considered to be a what-if analysis, is a tool that is used in the finance world to predict an outcome of a decision that is made under varying assumptions. It can help highlight the impact that these changes can have on earnings, capital, debt, interest rates, etc. It allows companies to plan for scenarios that may have multiple outcomes. It can also assist companies in planning for the best case and worst case scenarios. Some of these benefits to a sensitivity analysis can include determining influencing factors, which this can help break down what and how different factors interact with a specific project or undertaking. It allows for management to better understand what input variables may impact output variables. Reducing uncertainty. So sensitivity analysis can educate users on different elements impacting a project. This in turn informs members on a project what to be alert for or what to plan for in advance. Simplifying the model. Some business analysis can have a very complex model which can be difficult to analyze. So performing a sensitivity analysis allows users to understand what factors don't actually matter and can be removed from the model due to its lack of materiality. And the last one is achieving goals. A sensitivity analysis can be used in the form of strategic planning, which can be used to meet specific benchmarks. A company can better understand how a project may change and what conditions must be present for the team to meet its metric targets. Rolling into slide 2, going over qualitative steps. Qualitative steps is a type of method that is used to collect data. It utilizes research data not in numbers, and it utilizes research data that is not numbers based. Instead, it uses research that is focused on words, concepts, perceptions, or ideas. Its main purpose is to create hypotheses and theories. Quantitative steps is unlike qualitative steps because it uses hard numbers and statistics. It is used as a way to test out the theories or hypotheses that were created in the qualitative steps. It can also be used to measure percentages of people who prioritize prices over important variables, including demographic. And the qualitative step, one method that this can be used for is determining what customers focus on when buying a product. Things like price point, do they prefer items that are earth conscious or free of parabens? The qualitative steps allows the research to kind of narrow down on those factors and product attributes, while the quantitative steps allows them to kind of narrow down on the type of people that are purchasing these types of items, and what type of variables are prioritized to them. How does this play into capital budgeting analysis? So using qualitative and quantitative steps, it relates back to sensitivity analysis. Capital budgeting evaluates major projects and investments. It involves the company's projects and capital budgeting analysis involves the company's projects and investments, cash flow and outflow to determine whether the expected returns meets a set benchmark. Sensitivity analysis can help with determining what type of projects a company should take on. Once this is decided, it can use a quantitative or qualitative step method to execute this project. With each step, the company gets closer and closer to defining the type of risks it will face when executing certain projects. Qualitative steps will create theories on the direction a company makes, while quantitative steps will help put that theory to the test to further dial in the scope of the project and its purpose. This will help create plans and further solidify the direction the company should face. So going back to the very beginning, capital budgeting analysis evaluates the major projects and the investments. It helps determine what the cash flow and outflow is. It can then utilize a sensitivity analysis to kind of determine what their next step is, what type of investments they should be making, what are some things that they should be focusing on. Now they can go ahead and use either of the methods, the qualitative and the quantitative steps. They don't have to use one before the other. They kind of work simultaneously, but they do have two very different approaches. So it really just depends on what type of method you want to use, what type of research you want to perform first. You don't have to use both. You can always use one as long as you get the outcome that the company is looking for. But it kind of all just relates back to capital budgeting because it allows to further narrow down what type of risks the company would be taking if they decide to take one decision over the other. The last slide that I have are all the resources that I used. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you so much.